Welcome to the online orientation video for the Brookhaven College Radiologic Sciences Program 2020 Application Cohort. The objectives for this orientation are to discuss what it takes to be a radiologic technologist, to address the job outlook for the profession, and to review the program prerequisites, application process, and selection process. The Brookhaven Radiologic Sciences Program is a 62 credit hour curriculum. Students that are accepted into the program will begin classes in the summer, and our summer courses are for the full 10-week session. Classes typically begin at 9 a.m. with labs following until 4 or 5 p.m., depending on the semester. Classes consist of lecture, lab, and clinical practicum, with clinical practicums being held at local hospitals and clinics. Before you go any further, be sure to download the program information packet from the Brookhaven College Radiologic Sciences website at brookhavencollege.edu. This video is available for you to view as often as you like. You're free to pause if you need to, but you must watch the video in its entirety in order to initiate the program application process. Before applying to the program, you should consider that being in the program requires a significant time commitment. In the first semester, you'll be on campus 4 days a week from 9A to 4P. In the second semester, you're here on campus a minimum of 3 days a week from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And you'll need to plan to attend open lab for at least 8 hours to practice patient positioning on Fridays or during evening tutoring sessions. Semesters 3 through 5, you're on campus from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Mondays, and at the hospital 8 hours a day, Tuesday through Friday. Students will participate in 8-hour shifts, and you'll find that you'll be on day shifts for a half a year and on evening shifts the other half of the year. Day shift hours typically run from 8 to 4 p.m., and evening hours can vary anywhere from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. Another thing to consider is the financial impact being in the program can have on you or your family. Students find it difficult to work more than a few hours a week while in the program. Therefore, it's imperative that applicants prepare a budget and save money to help lessen the financial strain. The college does offer several resources that can be found on the Brookhaven College Financial Aid website. What's it like to be a radiologic technologist? Radiologic technologists perform diagnostic imaging exams on patients and are important members of the patient care team. We work in hospitals, clinics, imaging centers, and can also be employed as application specialists or sales reps. As a radiologic technologist, some of the duties you would be expected to perform include adjusting and maintaining imaging equipment, protecting the patient from excess exposure, positioning the patient in equipment, operating equipment and computer systems, evaluating images to ensure optimal quality, following physician's orders, preparing patients for exams, working with radiologists, and maintaining detailed patient records. Some of the physical requirements that are necessary for radiologic technologists include having the manual dexterity to use sterile technique and to also manipulate and assemble equipment for use. You would need the visual acuity with corrective lenses if needed to view radiographs to determine quality and identify anatomy, as well as observe the absence of respiratory movements in patients. You would need the physical ability to stoop, bend, and stand for prolonged periods of time. You would need to be able to perform CPR, lift patients and equipment, push equipment from room to room, be able to maneuver in limited spaces, and move quickly in emergency situations. Communication is an important part of the job of a radiologic technologist. You will need to be able to communicate effectively in written and verbal form by speaking clearly and succinctly when explaining procedures to patients, describing patient conditions, and implementing health techniques. You would need to be able to function safely under stressful conditions with the ability to adapt to the ever-changing environment inherent in clinical situations involving patient care. And you would need to be able to utilize computer skills to use a variety of software programs and the internet for research and course projects. The job outlook for technologists continues to be strong. Employment of radiologic technologists is expected to grow faster than average for all occupations, increasing 8% from 2018 to 2028. The median pay in 2018 for RTs in the United States was $61,240 a year, or $29.44 an hour. To be a radiologic technologist, you're required to have an associate degree. Those with multiple modalities will have a greater employment opportunity. And a healthcare career provides opportunities to work a variety of shifts, some of which pay a shift differential. If you have questions about the program or about our profession, you can contact any member of our program faculty. The application process. The first step to applying to the program requires that you apply to Brookhaven College. You'll need to complete the prerequisite courses as well as the program application. Once you've done that, you'll need to upload the required supporting documents, take the Hesi and SJT test, and wait for program acceptance. You can find information about applying to the college on the Brookhaven College homepage. You must complete all prerequisite courses. Program applicants must complete the 5 program prerequisite courses with a minimum cumulative grade point average of 3.0 or higher for those specific courses. You must have a B or higher in Biology 2401. You will have to take RADR 1201, Introduction to Radiography, RADR 2209, Radiographic Imaging and Equipment. This course is offered at Brookhaven only. Biology 2401, Anatomy and Physiology 1, English 1301, Composition 1, and Math 1314, College Algebra. Your science courses must be completed less than 5 years prior to the program application. And please note, as of the spring semester of 2019, the prerequisite courses have changed. The SCIT, Anatomy and Physiology courses have been deleted from the program curriculum. However, the SCIT courses will be accepted as substitutions for the following application cohorts: June 2019, June 2020, and June 2021. If you intend to apply for any cohort after 2021, you must take the Biology or BIOL Anatomy and Physiology course sequence, BIOL 2401 and BIOL 2402. Information session verification. At the conclusion of this video, you'll be directed to a link that will take you to the information session verification form. After completing this form, you will be enrolled in an eCampus community. You'll find the BHC Radiologic Science Applicants 2020 cohort link in the eCampus community. To complete the online application, you will need the following: demographic information, names of all colleges attended, course grades, college, semester completed, and course title if different for all prerequisites and other general education courses. You will also need to know your total college level hours completed up to the point of application. The online application form must be filled out and submitted prior to March 27th, 2020. You'll be asked to upload a variety of supporting documents. After submitting the program application, you'll need to gather all documents mentioned in the application: official transcripts, which should be mailed directly to the Brookhaven College admissions office, copy of your DD-214 if you have previous military experience. If you've completed volunteer experience or if you have experience in the healthcare field, you will need to upload information related to that, and you can see the information packet for those specific required documents. You must submit a current resume. If you need assistance writing a resume, contact the BHC Career Development Center for an appointment. Course substitutions. Please submit a copy of any course substitutions you plan to use toward the AAS in Radiologic Sciences degree. These should be turned in by March 27th of the application year, and you can contact Ann Cortez for more information about course substitutions. All supporting documents must be uploaded to the eCampus community by the last day of the spring semester. The official application filing period for the summer program admission begins the first day of the spring semester and ends on the last day of the semester. You can see the official Brookhaven College academic calendar for those exact dates. And please note, supporting documents will be accepted until the last day of the spring semester. If you have grades from other colleges, those will need to be submitted directly to the program office as soon as they're available. The Hesi and SJT exams. A scaled score of 75 or above is required on the Hesi exam to continue to be a qualified applicant. The Hesi test must be taken on the Brookhaven Radiologic Science Program assigned testing day in April. The exact date will be announced in the eCampus applicant community. No other scores will be accepted. If you took the Hesi with us during the last application period and are satisfied with your score, you are not required to take the exam again. And you must take the following sections of the Hesi Test, and you'll be given 4 hours to complete all sections. Math, vocabulary and general knowledge, anatomy and physiology, reading comprehension, and grammar will be scored towards your application. You can take the personality and learning style section if you want, but it's not used for admission. A Hesi admission assessment exam review is available at the circulation desk in the library. It's for reference use only and cannot be removed from the library, but you can purchase these exam review books for personal use from any bookseller. The situational judgment test will be taken the week following the Hesi test. This type of exam is designed to assess your ability to react to various situations that can occur in the workplace. Your decisions are based on your own general knowledge and life experience. The exam questions typically require you to rank your responses or select the most or least effective response based on the information provided in the scenario. For specifics about the selection process, refer to the Radiologic Science Program information packet for applicant selection criteria. Once accepted to the program, there are a few other requirements that will have to be met. You will be required to have a physical examination. You will be required to have the following immunizations. Again, this is after you're accepted to the program. There are no waivers for immunizations. You will be required to submit to a drug screen that will be completed after program acceptance, and you will also be submitting a criminal background check. If you have issues in your past that are going to show up on a background check, we recommend that you go to the ARRT website and complete the form for the ARRT Ethics Pre-Approval. Same thing is true for the Texas Medical Board. They have ethics requirements that have to be met, and if you have anything in your criminal history that needs to be evaluated, we encourage you to do that before you get too far into the program. We don't want you to spend your time and money and then get to the end and find out that the ARRT or the TMB will not allow you to be certified or licensed based on your criminal history. So both of these organizations will allow you to submit your information. They will look at it, and then they will provide you with a letter to let you know if these will not be an issue for certification or licensure. You also be required before you go to clinic to complete healthcare provider CPR. You do not need to do this prior to program acceptance. You will also have to be able to have proof of medical insurance before you go to your clinical rotations. If you need further information about the program, or if you would like to meet with someone in advising, we would encourage you to meet with Edelou Florinda or Remington Koch. These two advisors are very familiar with our program and will be happy to advise you as far as course selection and anything else that you might need help with. Ann Cortez is our program assistant, and she can also answer questions and is the person you would contact if you have a need for course substitutions. And you can also contact me, Sharon Watson, if you have questions about the program. To verify that you've completed this video information session, please click the verification link found on the online orientation video page to complete the information session verification form.